I'm Jen Messina. I also work with Habitat for Humanity St. Tammany West. I'm on the Healthier Northshore Committee, and I am the December ambassador for the Family History Awareness Month. So we talk about family history awareness, and with my journey, I didn't even know that I had family history to be aware of. It started when I was 35 years old, and I was having my annual visit, and I noticed that something was different instead of my doctor. And from there, we decided that it was time for me to get my first mammogram. And I continued to have my mammograms for a few more years until it became more and more dense tissue. And so from there, I was referred to a specialist. And they tried to aspirate a cyst, but it's too difficult for them to do that. So from there, we decided it was time to really dig in deeper and see, do I have a family history of breast cancer? Because I didn't know that I did. And part of that is because half of my family was affected by the Holocaust. My paternal grandparents were survivors. And what that means that we only had a couple of survivors on that side of the family that I could obtain that history from. And it turns out one of them did have cancer. She died of breast cancer at the age of 80. And it might have been prevented, but she was simply too scared to go see doctors back then. So I continued to dig a little bit deeper, and on my maternal side, there were 3 more people that had breast cancer. And one actually was diagnosed at the age of 40, which I was about to turn, and died a few years later. So with the partnership of my OBGYN, my specialist, we decided it was time to really look forward and see, is there something that can be done preventatively to make sure that I'm not in that number? And sure enough, I went ahead and took the BRCA test. I tested negative. So for any of you that have taken that test and tested negative and think, you know, I'm good, keep digging further. And all of a sudden we decided, let's submit this information to my insurance company to see if I do in fact have a case or if it's more in my head. Well, the next day they came back and said, tell her to go get the surgery. And that surgery was a preventative double mastectomy. So that was in January of 2017 that I had that visit with my doctor. The next month I visited St. Charles Surgical Center, and the next month I had my first of 2 surgeries. So December is a great time for you to think about your family, and it might be a little awkward when you're at those family gatherings, but that's a perfect opportunity for you to start asking those questions. If you've been going to your own checkups and you're noticing that maybe something might be feeling a little different or you have some concerns, that is the perfect time for you to talk to your family and just start taking notes. I know it can be awkward, but trust me, in the long run, it's going to be worth your time to do that, because then you might have a little bit more information to go back to with your doctor and decide what's the right action plan for you to take. Curious where to start? Talk to your primary care physician or go to healthiernorthshore.health. We will have some links below for you to click on to learn more.